called me his wife, but the truth was far more painful than I ever imagined. Keep watching, because his real life will shock you completely. My name is Hira. I met Daniel on a normal day. Nothing special, nothing planned, but sometimes, the most ordinary moments change your life forever. Daniel was different. He was confident, smart, charming in a way that made people trust him instantly. And I did too. We started talking. Just simple conversations at first. Then longer calls. Then daily messages. Slowly, he became part of my routine. Part of my life. Part of my thoughts. He knew how to make me smile. He knew what to say. And most importantly, he knew how to make me feel important. That's how it started. Simple, beautiful, perfect. One evening, we were at a small gathering. His friends were there. I was nervous. It was my first time meeting them. But then, Daniel did something unexpected. He put his arm around me and said, "This is my wife." Everyone smiled. Some laughed. Some said congratulations. And I stood there, frozen, because I didn't understand. We were not married. We never talked about marriage seriously. But hearing that word, wife, did something to my heart. It made me feel special, chosen, important, so I didn't question it. I smiled. I accepted it, because deep inside, I wanted it to be true. But what I didn't know was that one word would become the biggest lie of my life. After that day, Daniel kept calling me his wife. At first, it felt like a dream. A beautiful, romantic dream. He would say, "My wife likes coffee. My wife is amazing. My wife is mine." And every time, I felt closer to him. More connected, more attached. But slowly, something started to feel wrong. Because words are easy, but actions show the truth. Daniel never talked about real marriage. No future plans. No family discussions. No serious commitment. Just words. Always words. One day, I finally asked him, "Why do you call me your wife?" He smiled softly. "Because that's how I see you," he said. His answer sounded sweet, but it didn't feel complete. I wanted clarity. I wanted truth. But he changed the topic. Avoided the conversation, like it didn't matter. That's when I started noticing more things. Late calls, hidden messages, strange behavior, and a distance I couldn't explain. He was there, but not really, and that's when I realized something was wrong, very wrong, and I needed answers, no matter what it cost me. One evening, I made a decision. A difficult one. I followed him, quietly, carefully. My heart was racing, my mind was full of fear. But I had to know the truth. Daniel drove to a place I had never seen before. A quiet house. Simple, peaceful, but something felt off. I stayed outside for a moment. Watching, waiting. Then I saw him get out of the car. Confident, relaxed, like he belonged there. He walked to the door. And knocked. A woman opened it. She smiled, like she knew him well. Too well. And then, a child ran toward him. "Daddy," the child said happily. My world stopped. Everything inside me broke. Daniel picked the child up. Smiling, happy, like this was his real life. Because it was. I stood there, shocked, frozen, unable to move, unable to breathe. That moment answered everything. He didn't call me his wife. Because I was. He called me his wife. Because he already had one. I didn't go inside. I didn't confront him. I didn't scream. Because sometimes, pain is too deep for words. I walked away slowly, step by step. With every step, I felt the truth sinking in. The lies, the betrayal, the reality. The next time I saw him, he smiled. Like nothing happened, like everything was normal. "My wife," he started. But this time, I stopped him. "Don't call me that," I said calmly. He looked confused, shocked, like he didn't expect this. "I am not your wife," I continued. And I never was. Silence filled the space between us. Because deep down, he knew the truth. I didn't cry, not in front of him. Because he didn't deserve my tears. I chose myself, my dignity, my truth, and I walked away, without looking back. Because sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is leave, and never return. Subscribe now for more emotional stories, and don't miss the next shocking story that will change the way you see love.